Time now for News Extra, and brought to you by Gering Civic Center. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have Doug Mader here from WNCC. We're going to talk about the annual Western Nebraska Human Resource Group Conference. It's coming up.
You bet. This is our 6th annual event, Kevin. It's April 10th, Tuesday. Be here at the Gering Civic Center. Starts at 8:30. We doors open at 8.
Yeah.
8:30, we kick off with a keynote speaker, and it goes till 4. This year, we've got a great guy coming in named Kit Walchlin. Kit's a national speaker and talks on all different topics, but we've got him talking about team building, and that's how the day kicks off.
All right. And like you said, 6th annual, and you can get in on this for a little cheaper price if you get a hold of you by Friday.
You bet. We do an early bird registration period, and that ends this Friday. There's two prices, or two rates. One is, if you're a member of our Western Nebraska HR Management chapter here, it's $80 by Friday. On Monday, I got to charge you $90. If you're a non-member, it's $100 by Friday. If you're a non-member on Monday, it goes to $110. So
it pays to be a member. How do you become a member if you're not?
You know, we have annual dues of $30 a year.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we meet monthly. It's a great way for, obviously if you're in HR, it makes sense, but even if you're just a manager, a supervisor, it's a great way to network with other people that are doing the same thing you're doing, keep up on HR laws, especially small business owners where you don't have the resources. It's a great networking group. Find out like the new W-4 that's coming out. What things do you have to do to stay compliant in our employment-regulated world?
Yeah. So it would benefit you to become a member of this group, and we'll be telling you here how to get a hold of Doug before we leave, but we're going to take a break, talk more about what's going on at the conference right after this.
Having food that is consistently great, event after event, is something worth talking about. The Gering Civic Center serves incredible food, and food makes a great event. Along with our catering partner, The Meat Shop, we have been hosting special events for over 24 years. In our elegant column-free ballroom, there is no room rental fee if food is purchased. Visit GeringCivicCenter.com, call 436-6888. The Gering Civic Center, the center of it all.
All right, we are back on News Extra. We're talking to Doug Mader over at, he's from WNCC. We're talking about the Western Nebraska Human Resource Group Conference, 6th annual, Tuesday, April 10th at the Gering Civic Center, 8:30 to 4. We just mentioned that if you want to get in on this, if you're a member of the local HR chapter, it's only $80. If you're not, the price goes up to $90 after Friday. So you need to get registered before Friday. If you're a non-member, it's $100 and then $110 if you're a non-member after Friday. So if you want to early register here, what do you do?
You know, two different ways of doing it. One, you can give me a call at the college, and that's 635-6700. That goes to our main line at the Harm Center where I'm at. They'll get you to me. Or send me an email. That's probably the simplest way, and that's last name, first initial at WNCC, so that's Mader D, MADERD at WNCC.edu. And a simple email letting me know your name. If it's just you or who else is going to attend, I can get you an invoice so that you can get reimbursed if that's possible from your employer, and voila, pretty simple way to register.
Yeah, I would think even if you have to cover the cost yourself a little bit here, that your employer will probably come back and pay for it. I would think it'll be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Some of the things you mentioned, team building, and some of the other things you guys are going to talk about, HR laws updates, that's pretty big, right?
Yeah, that not always the most interesting thing, but it's one of the more important things that we do every year is to have John Selzer from Simmons Olson Law Firm come in and let everybody know what employment laws are changing, even what employment laws are potentially going to be changing over the next 6 to 9 months. What's on the docket with the legislature, Congress, that can impact them. So, there's that. We've got some new ways of looking at employee reviews, not just the old stodgy annual review with your boss.
Everybody dreads that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work. And the younger generations, it's not working with them. I'm not a younger generation. I don't enjoy it. So I don't enjoy doing it as a supervisor. So different views on that. Employee performance. How do we improve performance when it doesn't always necessarily include adding dollar signs to what the person makes? Other ways of rewarding performance. How to bring new employees on. Onboarding new employees. We're trying to be innovative in who we bring in to find ways of doing things different, doing things better that we might not always see out here in the Panhandle.
Yeah, one of the things you guys are going to talk about is social media as well, and I would imagine a lot of human resource people have an issue with how they treat social media with their employees. Huh?
Yeah. At our local HR chapter, that usually comes up a couple times a year, where someone says, "Hey, what do you do when you find out employees are doing this on Facebook or this on Twitter?" So we're bringing in someone who's kind of an expert on that area to give everybody the heads up on what can you do, what can't you do, how do you protect yourself as an employer with social media for your employees.
All right. And the work-life balance thing that you guys are going to talk about, that's key too, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's good. That's another hot topic in the HR world of just making sure that people aren't burned out, that you're managing both life at work, life out of work, family, civic responsibilities. Everything comes together as one, so that you're not constantly fried out. And as an employer, how do you help your employees do that so that you retain and keep good people?
Yeah. All right, well, it sounds like a great conference. It's over at the Gering Civic Center. They always do a good job. And it's 8:30 to 4 on Tuesday, April 10th. Again, if you want to register for this, what do you do?
You bet. You can give me an email. It's last name, first initial, Maederd, M-A-D-E-R-D, at WNCC.edu. Or call the Harm Center. They'll get you in touch with me. That's 635-6700.
All right, very good. Doug Maederd from WNCC. Take a look at this conference coming up Tuesday, April 10th over at the Gering Civic Center. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Kevin.